Hi guys, I'm Amy. I felt guided to come on and do a reading. So this is gonna be a healing reading for divine feminines. And I'm going to start with, I forgot the exact title of this one, I apologize. The Spiritual Meaning of Birds Oracle deck. And then I'm going to be using the Healing Waters. And then also the new one made by the same maker. Okay, that one didn't come with a book, and I don't have the box right in front of me. So I don't remember the exact title of that one, but it's another healing one. And then I'm also going to use the Shamanic Healing Oracle in this reading. Okay, so I'll do the two decks that I have the books for first, and I will read the meanings from them. So Spirit, please show me what the viewer needs to see and know at this time regarding their healing journey. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Okay, the hawk tried to fly away. Okay, so we're going to start with the hawk. Okay, hawk, wildness, perception, observation. A hawk reminds us of the wild part of our nature. Have you become too immersed in an artificial environment or disconnected from the wilder elements of your personality? The hawk can remind you that reconnecting with nature can help balance your life. Like the falcon and eagle, the hawk can also send the message that something at hand requires your attention or that you're just not seeing something. Take another look. You may have missed something on your first assessment of the situation. Okay, this may be a different situation for all of you. I pick up on collective energy, so it would be different for everyone. But you would know what that situation is for you. Okay, the hawk may be recommending that you step back to get a better view of the entire situation. You may be too close to see what's really going on. The hawk may be encouraging you to be more of a visionary. Okay. And perhaps this is related to your mission work. If you're not already working on your mission work, with it mentioning visionary, I mean, there just might be, we all have a mission to come here and do when we're a divine feminine or a divine masculine. We have our own personal mission work that's why we're here on this earth. So perhaps you're having a hard time figuring out what your mission is, and the hawk is telling you to take a step back, and then, basically breathe, relax, breathe, let everything go, and then let the answer come to you. Okay? Next, we have the finch. Activity, vitality, energy. Finches fly in a bouncy way, alternating sequences of wing flaps and gliding. A finch is a reminder to examine your level of activity. Have you been trying to juggle so much that you're wearing yourself out, becoming frazzled and harried? Perhaps you're mismanaging your energy, putting too much into areas of your life that aren't nourishing you in return. Remember to balance activity with rest, and that includes mental rest as well. Just because you don't physically run around to get stuff done doesn't mean you're not wearing yourself out by running overtime in a mental exercise wheel. And that is like Very, very true. I spent the majority of my life being an overthinker, and it really was exhausting. And now that I've learned how to let my mind be blank, I feel a lot better now. I really do, like from the inside out. Okay, we've got cuckoo, ancestry, deceit, attentiveness. Celtic mythology tells us that the cuckoo's call can summon the souls of the dead. Therefore, the cuckoo can be a sign that you need to pay attention to your relationship with the dead. What can your ancestors or recently lost loved ones teach you? The cuckoo lays its eggs in the nests of other birds, often pushing out one of the resident eggs in order to replace it. The cuckoo may then carry a message to be aware of deceit. Is someone not being entirely truthful with you? Finally, the cuckoo, a shy bird whose call is often noticed more than the bird itself, may be advising you to be heard rather than seen. Well, now that's a different saying because I was raised with the saying children should be uh, seen, not heard. So to be heard, not seen is that's different for me. I'm not really sure how to describe that one. Okay, now let's see what comes out for us in the Healing Waters Oracle. Okay, Spirit, please show me what this collective needs to see. That's too many. What the viewer needs to see and know at this time regarding their healing journey. Come on, thank you, Spirit. Okay, so we have birth mysteries. What are you being called to create? Okay, when do I get to the... Here we go. Okay, birth mysteries. What are you being called to create? Water is intelligent, and where there's water, there's life. We are water beings. We travel from the watery world of the Great Mother to be born into this world, our first breath marking the transition from water to air. We all grew from a single cell into a form in the waters of the amniotic sac of the Great Mother, and from there, the same intelligence has been guiding us every step of the way. It's the same force that tells flowers when to bloom and the planet to spin. You're a creative being living in a creative world. This is a planet of creativity and manifestation. Creativity is your natural state. What are you being called to create? Creativity isn't only for certain people, it's within us all. What would you like to create? Don't squeeze the hose, loosen your grip, and call the intelligent waters to flow through you every step of the way. Then follow it up with consistent action. Embodied creativity happens when we have a vision and act on that vision. Every idea in the world is pointless without this consistent action. Stay true to what you're being called to create and show up to it day after day. Soul inquiry, what would you like to create? How can you show up to that creation with consistency? And simple way to figure that out is to go back to what it was you loved to do when you were a child, what it was that lit you up inside, that helps others, because that's how it's something that can bring you income in, because it helps others. So then by helping others, you get income in return. So I know that when I was young, I was extremely drawn to music, reading and writing, and I don't know, those are the things for me. But I was also always very drawn towards witchy stuff. I was just raised that I would go to hell and burn, my soul would burn for eternity, and so I let that fear control me. And now we've got Lady of the Lake. New beginnings. Something is about to happen. According to legend, the Lady of the Lake, also known as Nimue and Vivian, or Vivienne, I'm not sure which way that's pronounced, was a powerful priestess or enchantress who lived in a castle in a lake beneath the mystical Isle of Avalon. Deeply associated with water and magic, she was a powerful healer. Some believe that the Lady of the Lake was in fact a role rather than a specific person, with many priestesses of Avalon and the Celtic Islands taking on the position. Others believe that the Lady of the Lake is based on Celtic water goddesses. A key figure in the stories of Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table, the Lady of the Lake is closely associated with the great magician Merlin, the knight Lancelot, whom she raised after his father died, and King Arthur himself. In one story, after Arthur is fatally hurt in battle, she helps take him to the healing Isle of Avalon, where he's said to rest until Britain needs him again. Whether the Lady of the Lake was one woman or a combination of many, what's certain is that when this powerful goddess came across your path, something significant was about to happen. And the presence of this card brings with it a message that something significant or new is already here or will soon appear upon your path as destiny. Healing Waters activation. I'm ready to step into my destination today. I love that. Okay, and then I believe this was called Light Seers. So let's see. Okay, what is it that my fellow light seers need to see? Anything else, Spirit? Brand new cards can be very difficult to shuffle. Okay, so let's see what we have. We have Activated Earth, Power Places, Ley Lines, Trust Where You're Led. Okay, so I feel like Spirit is saying to let go and trust. Find your creative passion, let go of the need to control. How that looks on the outside, and trust in the universe, God, Spirit, whatever it is you believe in. Trust that this will come. Whatever it is you're trying to get will come through for you when you let go of trying to control it. Okay, we've got the Golden Children, Inner Child, Tenderness, Innocence, Rare Gifts. Okay, so you may be getting in touch with, well, this is the gold. Yeah, it says Inner Child. Okay, you may be getting in touch with your inner child. And once you do that, I already said, you go within, you go back to what it was you left to as a child. And I feel like this card is this is confirming it. We have the Great Severing, Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. Okay, so there may be something you had a lot of conflict with or a lot of anger over. And I feel like you're going to be softening your heart to love and forgiving whatever that situation or person was or did. Okay, Spirit, please show me what else the collective needs to know. Oh, I love that. Number 22. Transformation was the first one that flipped out. I do believe you are going through a massive transformation right now. Okay, 22, master number. You could be seeing a lot of twos. We have 4, past, present, future. Okay, and from this, I'm getting that perhaps you are beginning to realize that the past, present, and future don't actually exist in different times, that it's all at the same time. Okay, we have number 11, new day. So I feel like this is fresh new beginnings for you. There is a dragonfly on this card and a sun. Dragonflies represent transformation, just like this caterpillar on the transformation card. Then the sun in tarot, the sun's the happiest card in the deck. Okay, the past, present, and future card had 3 birds on it and 3 leaves on it, even though it's a number 4. So 3s could be relevant to you. We have 8, death. Okay, well, we had transformation, so I feel like this is just confirming that you had to go through an ending for the transformation to occur. We've got 32, struggle. And I do feel like in your life you have faced a lot of struggle. And I feel that Spirit is just confirming that. And then 34, ancient wisdom came out. So perhaps right now you're delving into learning more about ancient wisdom, or like me, you're going through personal experiences that are highly spiritual and very hard to explain to others, because the universe can only show us these things when our mind is ready to see them. Okay, so I do feel like you are connecting with ancient wisdom, and I apologize, I definitely got to take a drink of water. Okay. Now I'm going to use the Light Seers Tarot to see if there's anything else you need to know right now about where you're at on your healing journey. Spirit, please show me anything else that the collective needs to know regarding where they're at right now in this healing journey. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Okay, so the Five of Wands fell out first, and the Five of Wands is about conflict with others. So it's possible, but I don't know. On this card, it looks more like these people are working together to get to that flame up there. So I'm almost getting from this that Spirit is sending people your way to help you out, to help you reach this inner flame that you're trying to reach. We've got the Four of Pentacles next, so I do feel that you're perhaps holding a little too tightly onto your finances right now. And money can't flow through you if you're holding on too tightly. It's all about energy. So you have to release control on that a little. And that could have been the card talking about something you need to release. Perhaps that's what it's about, is release holding your grip so tight onto money. I know it's really hard with the way the world looks right now, with all the things on the news and stuff. My best advice, don't watch the news, don't listen to the news. It's all like fear mongering to keep you in that fear based low vibrational energy. Okay, we've got Judgment next, so I do believe that either you're going through an awakening or you will soon be going through one. Spiritual awakening. We've got Nine of Swords. So you're possibly having sleepless nights right now. But I feel like you're going to move out of that energy. As you, like, as you find a creative outlet and let that energy out of your body, because it's not meant to be trapped in there. Let that energy out of your body through a creative avenue, and you will get out of that Nine of Swords energy. Okay, we've got the Eight of Cups next, so I do feel you also either recently had to or will soon have to be making a choice to walk away from something that is no longer giving you emotional fulfillment. We've got the Page of Wands. This is about taking inspired action. And then right after that, we have the Eight of Pentacles, and I feel like this is taking inspired action towards your work, your mission work. Spirit is telling me specifically this means take inspired action towards your, like, this is coming out so heavy in this reading. So, like, someone that this reading is meant for, you have something you're meant to be doing, and you're not quite there yet doing what it is you're meant to be doing, and your life will improve so much once you figure that out and you get into doing it. Because that is soul-led. Okay? We do have the Hanged Man coming out next. And I feel like this is... I do feel like this is you doing the inner work as well, taking the time. I feel like Spirit is saying balance. With these two, I'm getting balance. Make sure you're taking time for rest, and you're also spending time working on whatever it is that you are meant to be working on. Working on yourself, but also working on your mission work. We've got the Queen of Swords. Okay, so I feel like Spirit is guiding you that you may have to make sure that you're keeping boundaries set with people. Remember, when it comes to your mission work, if there's people trying to dissuade you from it, push you away from doing it, stand in your power. Stand in your truth. The Queen of Swords stands in her truth. Okay? Or the King of Swords would stand in his truth. Gender is not relevant. There's no gender in tarot. I want to throw that out there. You can resonate as a divine feminine and be a male, or you could be a female. You can resonate as a divine masculine, be a female or a male. There's no gender. I'm just speaking energy. Okay, the final card coming out is the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands is the fastest moving Knight in the deck, okay? So I feel like you're going to find this happiness, this fulfillment within very quickly once you take the advice and get started on your mission work, okay? And please remember, happiness comes from within. It cannot be found outside of us. Very hard lesson for me to learn. Definitely very hard. Okay, I thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great night.